Hey, crypto farm. Welcome back to Boni's Life. If you're new here, I'm Boni. And every week I break down what's happening in the crypto world without all the confusing jargon. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss my weekly crypto updates. So, what a week it's been in the crypto space. Bitcoin dropping below $104,000, massive liquidations, and some really interesting moves from big corporations. Let's dive into everything you need to know about the crypto market this past week. First up, let's talk about what's driving this market correction. Bitcoin has been trading below the $104,000 level, and a big factor behind this is the renewed tension between the US and China. When these two economic giants start flexing, it tends to shake up all markets, and crypto is no exception. This correlation between traditional market tensions and crypto prices is something we're seeing more of as institutional money flows into the space. Speaking of institutions, here's something that should get you excited even in this bearish market. GameStop, yes, the same GameStop from the meme stock saga, has added a whopping 4,710 bitcoins to their treasury. And they're not alone. Trump Media has raised an incredible $2.44 billion specifically to launch their own corporate Bitcoin treasury. This is huge news for long-term Bitcoin adoption, folks. But it hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows. Over $800 million in crypto positions were liquidated in just 24 hours. Bitcoin accounted for about $222 million of that. This is what happens when leverage meets volatility. A painful reminder to always manage your risk carefully. Now let's look at what the charts are telling us. I've been analyzing the technical indicators, and I have to be honest with you. The short-term outlook is bearish. Bitcoin is in a downtrend with RSI around 45, which is in neutral territory but leaning bearish. The MACD is also showing bearish signals. For Bitcoin, watch the $101,500 support level closely. If we break below that with increased volume, we could see further downside. On the flip side, if Bitcoin can climb back above $106,200, that could signal a potential reversal. Ethereum is following a similar pattern, currently in a downtrend with support around $2,420 and resistance at $2,650. The technical indicators are giving us the same bearish signals as Bitcoin. But here's where it gets interesting. XRP might be setting up for a potential divergence from the broader market, with news that an XRP spot ETF in the US is moving closer to reality, and Dubai unveiling a real estate tokenization platform on the XRP ledger as part of a $16 billion initiative. There are some solid fundamental developments that could help XRP buck the trend. So, what's my trading outlook for the next week? For Bitcoin, I'm bearish in the short term, 1 to 3 days, but neutral to slightly bearish in the medium term, 4 to 7 days. A lot depends on how those US-China trade tensions develop and whether we see ETF flows resume. For Ethereum, it's a similar story, a bearish short term, following Bitcoin's lead, but neutral in the medium term. Keep an eye on any SEC statements about staking, as that could move the needle. XRP is the wild card here. While it's bearish in the short term like everything else, I'm neutral to slightly bullish in the medium term based on those ETF developments and institutional adoption announcements I mentioned. Now, I always want to be transparent with you about the reliability of the information I'm sharing. The price data, technical indicators, and news about corporate Bitcoin adoption are all highly reliable. These are verifiable facts. The correlation between Bitcoin prices and US-China tensions is also pretty solid. Where things get less certain is in the market sentiment analysis and, of course, my trading predictions. No one has a crystal ball in this space, so Always do your own research before making any trading decisions. Before I wrap up, let me know in the comments what you think about GameStop and Trump Media jumping into Bitcoin. Is this the start of a new wave of corporate adoption, or too little, too late? If you found value in this analysis, please hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want to stay updated on all things crypto, subscribe to Boni's Live for weekly market breakdowns. That's all for this week's crypto update. This is Boni, reminding you to invest wisely, manage your risk, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. See you next week for another crypto deep dive.